Welcome to Important Updates, your trusted source for breaking headlines, global insights, and sharp analysis from around the world. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an update. I'm sure you've heard the news. The hum of the engines was a familiar comfort until it was shattered just minutes after takeoff. On a cold January day in 2024, Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 was climbing out of Portland, Oregon. Suddenly, a deafening explosion rocked the cabin. A door plug had blown out, leaving a gaping hole at 16,000 feet. Wind roared through the fuselage. Chaos erupted. Passengers clung to their seats, fear etched on every face. In the cockpit, Captain Brandon Fisher and his first officer faced a pilot's nightmare: a wounded jet, alarms blaring, rapid depressurization. Their training kicked in. Captain Fisher calmly declared an emergency and began a rapid descent back to Portland. Every move was precise, every decision critical. The crew worked together, running emergency checklists, fighting to keep control as the wind howled through the cabin. On the ground, emergency services scrambled, bracing for the worst. For passengers, those minutes felt like an eternity. All they could do was trust the unseen pilots. The crew's professionalism became a beacon of hope. Finally, the runway lights of Portland International Airport appeared. Captain Fisher guided the crippled jetliner to a smooth landing, a testament to the crew's skill. Relief swept the cabin, replaced by applause for the pilots who brought them home. A potential catastrophe became a story of survival. Everyone on board was safe. The crew were hailed as heroes. But for Captain Fisher, the ordeal was far from over. The crisis in the sky was only the beginning. What happened next would challenge the very foundations of trust in aviation. The real battle was just beginning. In the aftermath, Captain Fisher took a bold step. He sued Boeing, the maker of the plane he'd just saved. This lawsuit isn't just about compensation, it's about accountability. Fisher claims Boeing's negligence led to the mid-air blowout, putting profits ahead of safety. He's demanding answers, not just for himself, but for everyone who trusts these planes. The lawsuit also targets Spirit Aerosystems, the supplier that built the fuselage. Fisher's case stands out. It's the captain, the person in command, demanding the truth. His legal action gives voice to pilots everywhere who trust their lives to these machines. The core claim: Boeing knew, or should have known, about the risk but failed to act. The lawsuit details the immense stress and trauma Fisher endured. It's a fight for justice, for transparency, and for the safety of every passenger. Fisher's stand puts Boeing's corporate culture under the microscope. The legal battle is about more than one flight. It's about the future of aviation safety. The world is watching. One of the most shocking claims in Fisher's lawsuit: Boeing tried to blame the pilots. Instead of owning up to a manufacturing error, the company allegedly suggested the crew was at fault. For Fisher, just hailed as a hero, this was a deep betrayal. The lawsuit argues Boeing has a pattern of deflecting responsibility, protecting its image at the expense of truth. Investigators were already uncovering evidence of missing bolts, a clear manufacturing defect. Yet Boeing's attempt to shift blame caused Fisher severe emotional distress. This isn't just about one incident, it's about trust in the aviation industry. Pilots need to know manufacturers will stand behind their products. Fisher's fight is to clear his name and keep the focus on real accountability. The stakes: trust, integrity, and the safety of everyone who flies. The official investigation left no doubt. 4 critical bolts were missing from the door plug. The NTSB found these bolts had been removed during factory repairs and never replaced. A simple, catastrophic error. This wasn't a maintenance issue or pilot mistake. It was a manufacturing failure. The NTSB's report cleared the crew and put responsibility squarely on Boeing. The findings exposed a breakdown in Boeing's quality control. How could a new plane leave the factory with such a defect? The investigation raised bigger questions about Boeing's safety culture and oversight. The FAA, too, was criticized for weak regulation. The incident revealed systemic problems, not just at Boeing, but industry-wide. For Fisher and his crew, the report was vindication. For Boeing, it was a wake-up call. The message: This was preventable, and it must never happen again. The pressure for real change has never been greater. For Captain Fisher, the ordeal didn't end on the runway. The lawsuit describes the severe emotional and physical toll, stress, anxiety, and a sense of betrayal. Boeing's attempt to shift blame only deepened the wounds. Fisher found himself praised as a hero, yet targeted in lawsuits and caught in a corporate crossfire. The FBI even informed him he was a victim in a potential criminal investigation. Years of trust in Boeing's commitment to safety were shattered. Fisher's fight is about more than money. It's about vindication and protecting his reputation. He wants to force a conversation about accountability, so no pilot faces this again. This is the human cost behind the headlines: real people, real lives, put at risk. Fisher's lawsuit puts a face to the consequences of corporate failure. It's a reminder: safety failures are never just numbers, they're personal. His stand is for every person who steps onto a plane. Despite the crisis, Alaska Airlines is doubling down on Boeing. The airline has announced its largest ever order, 110 new Boeing planes. It's a bold vote of confidence, even as the MAX program faces scrutiny. Alaska aims to expand its fleet to over 550 aircraft by 2035, fueled by this massive investment. The order follows Alaska's acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines, signaling ambitious growth. CEO Ben Minicucci says the new planes are key to better service and more routes. Alaska's decision to stick with Boeing is both practical and strategic. The 737 MAX remains central to their operations, despite recent troubles. This move highlights the complex, long-term relationships in aviation. For Boeing, it's a much-needed endorsement from a major customer. Alaska's new order is all about the future. The centerpiece: 105 Boeing 737, MAX 10 jets, the largest, most advanced in the MAX family. The airline also secured options for 35 more, betting big on the MAX 10's success. For the first time, Alaska is investing in long-haul 5 Boeing 787-10 Dreamliners for international routes. This marks a strategic shift, transforming Alaska from a domestic to a global carrier. The MAX 10s will power North American growth. The Dreamliners open new international possibilities. It's a carefully planned investment in efficiency, flexibility, and expansion. For Boeing, it's a huge win. For Alaska, it's a bold leap into a new era. Boeing faces a defining moment. The company has pledged to make safety and quality its top priorities, acknowledging past failures. The FAA has kept Boeing under strict oversight. Even pausing production increases to force improvements. Alaska's massive order is a sign of trust, but the pressure is on. Lawsuits like Fisher's keep the spotlight on Boeing's need for transparency and change. The company must overhaul its processes, empower employees, and put safety above profit. The world is watching to see if Boeing can truly change. The path to redemption is long, but the stakes, public trust and safety, couldn't be higher. Boeing's future depends on getting this right. The story of Flight 1282, Fisher's lawsuit, and Alaska's new order reveals an industry at a crossroads. It's a wake-up call. Safety and accountability can never be taken for granted. The renewed partnership between Alaska and Boeing is both a risk and a bet on change. For passengers, the lesson is clear, skilled crews and strong oversight save lives. The system works when pressure is applied and lessons are learned. The industry must commit to constant improvement and transparency. Fisher's stand, Alaska's investment, and Boeing's response will shape the future of air travel. This is a story of resilience, responsibility, and hope. The journey ahead won't be easy, but the goal is clear: safer, more reliable skies for everyone. Every passenger's life depends on it, and the world is watching to see what happens next.